For this rustic love sign, you are going to need a piece of wood, some rope, scissors, a pencil, some hot glue, and spray paint if you want to paint it. I went ahead and spray painted my piece of wood white because I love how rope looks on just a plain white, and then I went to Pinterest and looked for some inspiration on there, and I literally just free-handed it with the pencil directly onto the wood. Once you're hyped on how you wrote love, go ahead and take your hot glue, and all you're going to do is trace over the pencil marks and then place the rope directly onto it. The glue does dry pretty quick, so you want to do it in smaller sections. I ended up using the love that I drew onto the board with the pencil as a guideline, not an exact outline, because I realized once I got the rope on there, I can make the letters a little bit bigger, so don't be afraid if you go outside of what you drew, because you can erase it like this and it's back to brand new. Also, if you're super OCD like me, you can grab an Exacto knife and you can go back in and remove the excess hot glue just by simply cutting through it and pulling it off. And then you can touch it up with a little bit of white paint if it does peel off the paint that you painted on the wood. I absolutely love how this came out, and I made it under 10 minutes. You could blow this up if you wanted to and do like a huge headboard, or you can make it super miniature, or whatever size you want, whatever color and whatever word. The possibilities are endless. For this Marbleized love sign, you are going to need a piece of wood, a pencil, an Exacto knife, a paintbrush, your choice of colors of spray paint and a base paint, and then tape and a thick piece of paper. Go ahead and start off by painting your wood, your base color of your choice, and then let that dry. Grab something that you don't care about getting paint on, fill it up with some water, and then we're going to get to marbleizing. For this marbleizing technique, you are going to spritz the top of the water with your choice of colors of spray paint. I used black, copper, a dark gray, and a white. And then you're going to dip the wood directly into the water, let it submerge a little bit, and pull it out. Clearly I missed a spot, so don't do what I did and choose something that's not big enough for the piece that you want to marbleize. I tried to raise it up with some skate wheels, and clearly that did not work out. So I just grabbed a circle cookie sheet, wrapped it in saran wrap, and repeated the process that I just showed you, and it worked perfectly. Once that is done drying, go ahead and put that circle on your piece of paper and trace a circle, because this is going to be the guideline for your stencil that we're going to make. I'm sticking with the love theme, especially because Valentine's Day is coming up, but you can do whatever word you want for any of these DIYs in this video. But go ahead and take a pencil and sketch out your word exactly how you want it, and it can be messy because we're going to take the Exacto knife and then go over it and cut out the word. Do not throw away the little circle parts of whatever word you're doing, because you're going to need that for your stencil. But you should pull it out and it should look something like this. Go ahead and grab your piece of wood and then line up your stencil where you like it on that piece of wood. And once you find a good place, go ahead and put a couple pieces of tape and flip it over, and then cut the excess off of that stencil. I told you guys to save those circles, and that is because you are going to place them back where they belong and add a little tape on the back so they stick to the wood, and then we're just simply going to spray paint over the love. While the stencil was drying, I went ahead and flipped it over and just spray painted the sides and the back of it gold to give it a little bit more flair. Now once your stencil is dry, all you gotta do is peel it off, and voila, you have a cute little circle love sign, or whatever word you decided to put. For this Marquee DIY sign, the lights that I wanted didn't come in. I linked them below, the ones that I ordered, but they didn't come in time for this video, so I just used Christmas lights, a measuring tape, hot glue, a pencil, an Exacto knife, and some cardboard letters to spell out whatever word you guys want from Joann's craft store. These are already painted because I used them for a prom that I threw for Paul. So on each letter, you're going to grab your measuring tape and use your pencil to make a mark of where you're going to cut a slit for the lights to go into. Next, flip your letters over and use your Exacto knife to outline the letter and peel that back cardboard piece off. Once I did that to all letters, I realized that there were some hanging pieces, so I went and trimmed them to make it smoother for us to hot glue them back on. Don't forget to remove the insides. And then you're going to flip it back over and use an Exacto knife to make an X at each mark that you made on every letter. I then took my pencil and made a deeper hole just to open up a little bit more so I know exactly where to shove the light through. Flip these letters over, and now we are going to take this string of lights and we're going to pop one individual light through each hole. Before moving on to your next letter, you're going to want to take the back of your current letter and hot glue it onto it. Now you can move on to your next letter and pop those lights in each hole and then hot glue the back of it. Because I am using the wrong lights because my order didn't come in time, this DIY was a little bit more challenging than I expected. I almost got completely discouraged and just ruled this out as a fail, but I didn't want to let you guys down, so I just made do with what I had, and it actually ended up being really, really beautiful. There you guys have it. Those are 3 different ideas for love signs for some room decor. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment down below of which one was your favorite. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And if you don't want to DIY these love signs, 2 of them are available in my Etsy shop. The link is below. Alright guys, I'm going to head out of here. I will see you next Wednesday.